playing the character, so that was different for me. But I'm so happy and proud with how the show turned out, and just love hearing the feedback from everybody. It makes me feel really proud.
Yeah, I mean, I've loved just going online each week and seeing like what people are talking about on the show. There's so many moments, which, you know, the show is all on Peacock now too. So if people want to binge it, that's an option. And if they want to watch it weekly on E, that's an option. So we're still trying to get your mom in here, but I want to talk about her first. You know, wedding planning with your mom, was that, are you happy to have her in your corner there, or did you find it to be a little overbearing? What was your journey there?
Well, we would joke that my mom felt like it was her wedding. So she definitely took control, but nobody throws a party like Kathy Hilton.
Great. Well, I just saw her request to join, so I think she's going to be here any minute. So we won't be talking behind her back anymore. There she is. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. I haven't been accepted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been here.
You're accepted into my heart and into my soul.
How are you, sweetheart?
Good. It's nice. I feel like I'm at a family affair.
We're at the dinner table. Hi, honey.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
Now, Kathy, this is a little reunion for us. I don't know if you would remember this, but we actually did. Yeah, we did an Instagram Live, and I taught Kathy the term YOLO.
Oh, yes. God, she uses it all the time now.
I know, I was going to say, Paris, do I need to apologize to you? But I saw you say it on the show. You're always YOLO. I love it.
That's right. You were actually the first person that I ever, would you call this a podcast?
No, this is an Instagram Live.
Okay, yeah. Bruce Bosby was my first podcast. Okay, I get it. Okay.
But I'm so happy you're here. Kathy, I love this show so much. And I don't know if you're frozen, but I'm just going to keep talking. And I want to know, are you relieved that the wedding planning is over, or did you enjoy the process?
I enjoyed every minute of it. I really did, even when I'm stressed out. And I love, like I said, Paris, don't worry. I can do this with my blindfolded, with my hands tied behind my back. We don't need to order the food a year in advance, as long as you've got your dress, and it's on a Thursday night. So I think we're in good shape.
Yes.
And the great thing was Paris enjoyed to see her really start getting involved. She was dragging her feet, I must say. And then to see her literally enjoy all three of the events was...
Yeah, that's what's so major about this wedding is there's so many different events. And, I remember when I first heard the show was coming out, I was like, I'm so excited to see this pop culture moment, but is there going to be drama around this wedding? Because I feel like you two, you have it together, you work so hard, but there was drama around planning this, I'm personally planning a 30th birthday party right now, and I think that's stressful, but a 3-day wedding with the whole world, are you kidding? So I think people will be surprised if they haven't seen the show yet to see
this was the most beautiful. This was a movie. This was a home movie. This was no second take, third take, or we're going to do this or we're going to do that. Andrea Metz and her team, these people are so incredible. Mm-hmm. Our entire crew. It was just unbelievable. And every single thing is captured along the way. And there are peaks and valleys and the heart and the soul. And I think that spending all of this time, and boy, Nikki ended up being involved a lot more than I thought she would be.
Yes.
And it was just, I'm so proud of it. Of anything I've ever been involved with. This is not manufactured, programmed reality.
Yes.
Because a lot of it is garbage. This is really beautiful TV. It's a movie. It's something we will have forever.
it's so elevated. Like I wouldn't even call it a reality show. Like this is.
It is not. It's a documentary. It's a
like
movie.
a film. It's so
I think if people just watch the first episode tonight on E, they'll see that immediately. Like right when you start to watch the show, you understand by the way it's filmed, so the way you guys you're so raw and vulnerable, and you bring the cameras literally everywhere. So I have full confidence that once people see just the first 2 minutes of the show, they will get the gist. But also, we get to see so much of your dynamic together, which, Paris and Kathy, you two. And I just love seeing you together on the show. Also, seeing you do press recently. Something that I'm personally obsessed with is when you just did Watch What Happens Live and tried to play What's in Kathy's Bag.
That was so funny, Paris, because they showed a clip of me doing this. The mother of 4, I always had treats and everything you can think of. So I thought I knew what was going on, and we had Gottmik in the room, and I had some friends there in Paris, and some of Paris's friends. So when the producer was going through, I thought, I got it. I'm just going to show Paris my stuff. So I was so embarrassed when Andy's like, no, that I put my glasses on at one point, because literally I've been really sensitive for I think it's the moon in the last 10 days. I thought I was going to start crying.
Oh, no.
I swear. And then I did it again.
Wants you guys to have fun.
Oh, I love him. He's so cute. But anyway, then I did it again, and it was even worse. So, and then Paris was like, oh, my God.
Paris, how did you feel about that moment?
How did you feel, Paris?
Beyond.
Beyond. I was going to ask, what's it like doing press and interviews and filming a show with your mom? Because at the beginning, that's not what your journey was. And now your mom is this icon as well. So what's it like doing these things together?
I love it. We're such a close family. So just getting to do everything together is so much fun. And I'm just so proud. And it's just cool to be out with my friends or have them call me and just be like, oh my God, your mom is like the real OG. She's so awesome. She's iconic. And it makes me proud.
The original Sliver.
What made me feel really good was that Paris can be shy. She does have a shy side, believe it or not. And on this show, I think just Nikki and she and myself and Carter, everything was so real. And all the people that were in the show that we've worked with since Paris was a little girl, my whole life. So as far as vendors and things like that. Mm-hmm. So it was like we were really at home.
Yeah.
And it was great to see her step up and stand up to me and say, no, I don't like that. Or, in the beginning she didn't care. Mm-hmm. And then she did. And then she was picking the flowers and looking at the tablecloth. So I got to see her become okay, she's becoming a little housewife. Good. I'm liking this.
I was personally most jealous of the food tasting, but that's like episode 8 or 9 or something. But wow.
Oh, it was good. You know what? When she doesn't complain about one thing afterwards, that I know we did a good job. And I have to tell you, the carnival was all her idea. And I was like, oh, this darn carnival police. I have to tell you, we had the best time. And it was like we were all little kids. And I thought, I'm going to stop by. I have to be there for a half hour. That carnival, you must not miss that.
Yes. Well, speaking of the wedding, spoiler
I'm reading
alert.
all your messages, guys. I love you so much.
Let me put my glasses on. I want to see too.
Yeah.
Abby, hi, Abby from New York. Allie Spears is on. Whipping Puck, we love you. He made the most incredible food. Paris, do I look beyond with these glasses?
No, you look like a hot, secretary vibes.
A hot secretary.
Yes.
Okay, good. I think you actually got these for me. And our balloon girl, Octo Balloons. Yes.
So I want to talk about the wedding, which, spoiler alert, Paris, you got married. Congratulations.
Yes.
Now, it was so beautiful, the wedding, which, E-fans will see at the end of the season. But having watched it and I saw it blowing up on the internet this weekend, the part that I got so emotional about was seeing you and Nicole Richie reunite. I personally was sobbing, crying. I'm such a fan of The Simple Life. I owned every season on DVD, which if you're a very young person on this live, a DVD is like a little disc where you like watch like TV shows and like movies. So Paris, what was it like having her support there?
I've known Nicole since I'm 2 years old, so she's like part of my family. So it was so special to have her there with me, and just we had to do the salsa dance together. That was fun.
That was cute. And I've loved her since she's 2.
Oh,
she used to come stay with us for the weekend. She would go to Paris's. She'd come to our house for the weekend, and then we would let Paris go there for the weekend, and we were like, always a family. So they will always have that bond. They're blood.
It's beautiful to see, especially at a wedding. You're like, we've known these people for so long and their friendship. Now, Paris, in the past, you've said that there won't be a Simple Life reboot with Nicole. What about with Kathy?
That would be
actually that would be fun. I do want to work at McDonald's and make the fries and make the shake.
Yes.
Well, that would be so fun. I want to talk about your honeymoon, Paris. You just got back from an iconic 7-week honeymoon around the world. I'm curious if there are honeymooners watching, is there one location you would say like you must go here if you're a honeymooner? Like this is the place.
I definitely went on the honeymoon of the century. It was incredible. My advice is to go somewhere warm and tropical and romantic, like Bora Bora or the Maldives.
Oh my God, Bora Bora.
Wow.
Wasn't it wonderful? I was on part of the honeymoon.
I know. Kathy, where was your honeymoon with Rick?
Our honeymoon was in Barbados.
How was that?
It was really nice. It was really nice. We wanted to go to actually Tahiti, but we couldn't afford it.
Oh, okay. Got you. Well,
we were young.
I'm curious, would you ever renew your vows with Rick, and would you let Paris plan the ceremony?
Wow, Paris, that could be interesting. I always have wanted to do that. Wait, Paris, that's a great idea.
Paris?
Loves it.
Are you ready for that, Paris?
Yeah. Carter.
You know what I'll have? She'll have teddy bears and unicorns hanging from the ceiling.
Exactly.
That's actually a great idea. Why don't you do that? And then maybe you could even be the officiant, you and Nikki or something.
It would be a neon carnival vow renewal. Now, we're seeing so much love in the comments for these two. So first of all, thank you, everyone, for showing them so much love, as always.
Hi.
If you have any specific questions, feel free to comment them. I'll be looking for those too. But Kathy, I want to ask you, Paris just went on this trip, and you also just went on a trip to Aspen with the ladies of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I did.
You did. Now, I'm seeing a lot of
I want to clear
headlines.
something up because I actually just read something.
Okay.
I'll give it to you first.
Spill the tea, if you will.
We had the most wonderful time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm staying at Kyle's house. I lost my phone, which I do. I have a new phone. Where is it? The girls did have some squabbles.
Some squabbles.
They did have some squabbles.
I saw people unfollowing some people on Instagram. Keep going.
Yeah, it was a little bit whatever. And there was some squabbles. So I was staying in Kyle's basement in the bunks. There were a few little squabbles where some people moved out of Kyle's.
Okay.
So I was kind of left in the house by myself at one point, and it was about 3:00 in the morning. Now, my husband puts his phone in his office, and I know at about midnight, I thought it was whatever, he's on his iPad, and he'll be scrolling through. So I knew I'd catch him by saying, call me, get me out of here, because I did have my iPad, but I had 10% left, no charger, and I started getting scared hearing all of the noise. I didn't know what cab company to call. I didn't know what to do to get out, because I started getting scared being alone, and I thought maybe all the girls went back to the other rental.
No.
And then I just read something that I was screaming and throwing things. That is not me, and I really don't like people saying something like that. I just saw that just now before we came on.
Paris, did you see that?
And it said at the staff, there is no staff at Kyle's house.
Well, Paris,
I was in the house by myself.
So, what? So your mom was in Aspen, and from what I understand, you commented on your husband's Instagram and just commented, "Get me out of here! I'm in Aspen." And so people
I was
saw
like
that.
joking. I thought that's a good way to get him to call me because literally I had very little bit of I don't even know Kyle's address.
But Kathy, we gotta show you how to DM, and so it will go right to him instead of anyone seeing it. I'll teach you that.
You know what? One thing at a time.
Yeah, one thing at a time. You learned YOLO, okay?
YOLO, baby.
Yeah.
But people make such a big thing, so I ended up moving into the Little Nell the next day because I thought, you know what? I just wanted to chill another day, and I didn't have to work that day. So I moved into the Little Nell, and we had a great day, and flew back. But I didn't fly in with them either, so everybody thought it was weird. But
yeah, I got you. Now I'm curious, Paris, do you get nervous for your mom going on these housewives trips? Are you like, oh God, you got this, or how do you feel about that?
Yeah, before she started the show, I was like so scared.
No, I love the girls. I don't have a problem with
my mom. She doesn't really get involved with drama, so it's good that she's like me. We don't like confrontation. We get like uncomfortable when people are fighting, and we're very much alike in that way, where we just don't like the bad vibes.
And you'll see more on the show, all the E viewers, how alike you two are. And Nikki actually calls that out a lot. She's like, you two are too similar, and it's hard to get things moving for this wedding. First of all, I just love seeing her dynamic with you two, but because you are similar in your own ways, we want to play a little game, okay?
Okay.
And this game is like mother, like daughter. So I'm going to give you a few wedding-related scenarios, and I want you to tell me, out of you two, who is more likely to do these things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, who is more likely to RSVP to a wedding invitation in a timely manner?
Not me.
Me.
Okay. Who is more likely to arrive late to a wedding?
Both of us.
Both of us.
Who is more likely to disregard the dress code and dress however you want?
Not me.
Not me.
I may not see it.
Right.
I may not see it.
Got you.
I'm not into themes.
Who is more likely to jokingly stand up and object during the ceremony?
Me. No.
I was going to say, Kathy, I feel like that's a prank you would do.
I would do that.
That was so mean to do to someone.
I would never. That I wouldn't do. I wouldn't go that far.
Luckily, that didn't happen at your wedding.
Yeah.
Who's more likely to hit the dance floor immediately?
Me.
My mom.
I mean, Paula Abdul, hello.
Hello.
That was so iconic, which, again, the E-fans, you will see on the finale episode of Paris in Love, but there's a Paula Abdul performance featuring Kathy Hilton.
I'm so glad that the show is moved to E in the sense that it's so easy to get on E.
Yeah. Like,
and let me ask you, is it on at different times, like where people can check into E?
So it's going to be on at 10/9 Central every Wednesday on E. And so people can watch it then and live this experience if they weren't able to stream it. But I think it's going to give the show a whole nother life. And I also think, again, E-fans who are obsessed with pop culture, this show is pop culture. So
I mean, I love Peacock, but I do have to have my husband help with the thing.
The remote?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remotes can be tricky. Okay, the next one is, who is more likely to cry during the speeches?
Me.
Both. Me
Both?
too.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know the person. I mean, I hear wedding bells, and I walk by a church, and I don't even know the people, and I start to tear.
Who's more likely to get tipsy at the cocktail hour?
Not me.
No.
You both keep it cool, calm, and collected. What about who's more likely to give the better wedding gift?
Me. Please.
Why do you both think it's yourself?
I have good taste.
Well, because I usually pick the gifts for her.
Okay, and lastly, who is more likely to secretly judge what they would have changed at the wedding?
I would say probably me. Paris never went to a party she didn't love. She'll always walk out and go, I had the best time. I'm more like, well, you know what? That first course could have been blah, 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 because I've worked in food and beverage and I've worked in hospitality. So, and I'm a party planner. So I do look at things a little different. But I keep it just like maybe to my best friend. I don't.
Love it. Well, we only have a couple minutes left. First of all, this game, you slayed it. There's some questions that have come in from the fans that I do want to quickly ask you. One is at Frankie Sam said, Paris, when are we getting another album? I also want to say that I got ready for this Instagram Live listening to Stars Are Blind on repeat, which was giving me life, but also to add on to at Frankie Sam's question, do you think of that song in a new light, thinking of Carter? I kept thinking about that. Do you think of those lyrics now about him?
Yes. I feel like it was meant to be for him. And with my music, I'm in the studio now recording, and I'm going to be performing at Tomorrowland again this year.
Oh, when, Paris? I want to come.
You want to go to Tomorrowland?
Yes, dear. Yes.
It's a huge
Honey,
race.
I was on IG Live last night with Nicki Minaj, okay?
Oh,
what?
I was on the live with Nicki Minaj last night. Killing it.
Your mom's a Barb. Who knew?
Oh my, what is a Barb?
A Barb is a Nicki Minaj
We're
fan.
talking about Paris and Love and E. So
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Back to Paris and Love and E.
Kat, on the show, I think you revealed that Kathy, you can sing too. Are we going to get an album from you?
Hi, Ursula. Ursula's on the show too. I love Ursula.
Hey, Ursula. Kathy, you can sing, and a lot of Real Housewives have put out music. Can we expect music from you?
Yeah, they're putting out music?
There are some former Real Housewives who have put out music. So I'm curious, you have a great voice from...
Well, you know what? I'll come and sing at Tomorrowland.
What?
I will come and sing at Tomorrowland. Is this the place where you had a couple 100,000 people?
Yeah, there's a half.
With all the big...
It's the one in my documentary where I'm there and...
Okay, I want to do this. I'm definitely doing this.
Kathy would like to join that.
If I want to do something, I just barge in.
Paris, if you can make that happen, your mom
Paris
would like
can
to
make
perform.
anything happen.
Yes.
And you know what's so cool? She's the type that, you know what's so cute at the wedding? At the wedding scene, and this is funny, because Paris has always been the type that likes, Mommy, I want you to pick me up at school and please put lipstick on. Will you please pick me up today and put lipstick on? Nikki would say, Mother, please drop me off on Madison, and I'm just going to walk up, right? In New York when they were in school. So all of a sudden, Nikki, during the wedding, comes out. She goes, Mom, will you please come and dance and everything? Because Paris and I want to dance with you. I was so flattered. Do you know how good that made me feel that my daughters wanted me to dance and get down with them and their friends?
I mean, come on. What higher honor?
Movie. What?
What higher honor?
I was having a little conversation outside of the tent, and I'm like, absolutely, yes. And I excused myself, and I was so flattered, Paris. It was so much fun.
So fun.
I love it. Well, we're running out
really
of time,
was.
but before we go, I want one more fan at Renee Hayes 06 says, does Kathy know what FOMO means? Similar to YOLO, but FOMO.
I've lived my life with it. Missing out?
Yes, fear of missing out.
Or, you know what? I used to take a nap when I was a little girl, and I'd hear the kids with the tricycles and playing. I would sleep. I'd pretend I'm taking my nap. I sleep with one eye open to this day. Okay?
Yeah. With
So,
a box fan. with a box fan nearby.
Absolutely. My nickname is FOMO.
I love it. Well, it's time for people to get off Instagram and get ready because we're just a few hours away.
Oh my God, it's tonight. That's right.
It's tonight.
Yes.
It's tonight on E. It's going to be at 10 o'clock right after our new show on E, Relatively Famous Ranch Rules. We have so much exciting stuff going on. But I want to thank you two so much for being here and bringing your joy and energy and iconicness to E.
You know what? I'm going to live tweet actually tonight.
Yes.
I am going to live tweet with the fans because I really want them to invest their time.
I will too, Mom.
Let's live tweet tonight because it's so important to watch from 1 to 14. I personally have missed, and I got to be honest with you. I did not get to see yet because I was out of town. I have not seen the bridal shower.
Oh, it's so good.
Which was insane. And I did not get to see the wedding yet.
Oh, my God.
No, because I was filming. And don't believe any of the housewife stuff. All the girls, I love them. A couple of them had a little squabble. And, poor Kyle was like, oh, my God, I'm just trying to keep everybody happy. I'm not saying who. I love them all. And everybody was kind of bunking up together. And people make mountains out of molehills. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Well, we love that you're going to be live tweeting, so all the fans of both of you will get to party along with you tonight.
And do I live tweet to E or just Paris and I?
You can, when you're posting about the show, you can tag at E Entertainment, you can tag at Paris Hilton, and then we'll all see it. But the hashtag is Paris in Love, so everyone, let's get it trending tonight, okay?
Yeah. Let's get it trending.
Thank you. Icons, legends, thank you.
I love you, honey.
I'm sure I'll see you in New York the next time.
I hope so.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye to all the fans. We love you guys. You're so supportive. Hi, Stephanie Ramirez. You are the number one. Number one. Stephanie, we love you.
What am I?
All right.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Paris, call me later.
I love you.
Slipping. Loves it. Mwah. Okay, everyone, you heard them. You got to get off Instagram and get ready to live tweet with Kathy and Paris tonight. We are blessed. Thank you for tuning in. See you tonight, 10 o'clock on E, right after Relatively Famous Ranch Rules. Slipping. That's how.